Hey, welcome back everyone. This is part 2 of my Pokemon Platinum Let's Play, and we just got our starter Pokemon. We have made it to Sandgem Town, and let's continue on. Oh, there you are. Please, come with me. The professor is waiting. This is our Pokemon Research Lab. Let's go. Thud. What the? Oh, it's you! That old guy, he's not so scary so much as he is totally out there. It doesn't matter. I'm out of here. See you later. Wow, what was that? Your friend sure seems to be really impatient. Friend is a bit presumptuous. It's, one-sided friendship. Nah, I'm kidding. Barrett's cool. Look who's here. Let's have a look at your Pokemon. I see. This Pokemon seems to be rather happy. Entrusting you with that Piplup was no mistake, it seems. Well, would you like to give it a nickname? Of course we would. So, yeah, I'm planning out the nicknames, as well as the, Pokemon. And I've decided to call Piplup, Laverne after a river in Scotland. I think it also means liver in, I believe, Swedish. I might be wrong about that, though. But yeah, so, Laverne it is. Yup. When I first saw you two about to step into the tall grass, without Pokemon, I was shocked. I was astonished by these foolhardy children. But now you've astonished me in an entirely different way. Already there is a bond growing between you and that Pokemon. I feel privileged to have met you. I'm sure Piplup will feel the same way about you. Oh, feels the same way. We've known each other for like 5 minutes, maybe. That's why I'll ask you to cherish that Piplup of yours. I'm so glad that you're kind towards Pokemon. If you weren't, I'd have to... Oh, I just can't say it. Like, kick my butt, I guess, maybe? Yell at me? Let's move on to the main topic. There is something I want you to do for me. Allow me to properly introduce myself first. My name, as you know it, is Roan. I study Pokemon. First of all, I want to know exactly what kind of Pokemon live in the Sinnoh region. To do so, it is necessary to collect data using the Pokédex. This is what I wish to ask of you. I want to entrust you with this Pokédex. Will you use it to record data on all the Pokemon in Sinnoh for me? Good answer. I have no idea what accent voice I'm doing for him, but yeah. It will automatically record data on every kind of Pokemon you encounter. I ask that you go everywhere and meet every kind of Pokemon in this region. I've got one too! When you walked up on Route 201 with that Pokemon, what did you feel? Your Pokemon, what did you feel? It was pretty cool, I guess. I've lived for 60 long years. Even now, I get a thrill when I'm with a Pokemon. Well, kind of depends on the Pokemon, I guess. Now, you should know that there are countless Pokemon in this world. That means there are just as many thrills waiting for you out there. Now go! Your grand adventure awaits. The Pokemon that I met, the first one was Chimchar. If you would have chosen Chimchar on Route 201, we'd have had the same Pokemon now. No, we wouldn't. Something's telling me that maybe you would have had the Pokemon that I'm strong against. Just a hunch, but I also helped the professor add Pokédex to the pages to the Pokédex. I just got a little head start on you, that's all. I'll be happy to teach you things. Glad to meet you. I'm pretty sure Dawn gives us the catching tutorial a bit later on. I'm Dawn's father. I'll be happy to assist you. There. I clicked too fast. My name is Roseanne. It's an honor to be an assistant of our professor. I have something good here. Oh, that's a quick way of getting TMs. yeah, TMs are single use. For those who aren't super familiar with Pokemon games, or are only familiar with the more recent ones, HMs are multiple use, TMs are one-time use. In later games, they changed it so that you could use TMs as much as you want. Oh wow, I didn't know the professor had TMs. Me neither. Was he a trainer when he was younger? Okay, I'll act as your mentor. I've got a bit more experience than you as a trainer, and as the professor's assistant. Okay, follow me. I'm not very good at doing a girly voice. This building with the red roof is the Pokemon Center. It's the place that heals Pokemon that have been hurt in battle. You can find a Pokemon Center in most towns. This building with the blue roof over here is the Pokemon. It's a shop where you can buy and sell medicine. Since you're a novice trainer, you won't be able to buy many kinds of merchandise. Don't let it bother you. Oh, that's right. Don't you need to let your family know you're going to be helping Professor Rowan with the Pokedex? You may need to go far away, so I think you should let someone know. Oh, before you go, heal your Pokemon at the Pokemon Center. It will be a lot less scary that way. Okay, bye now. So, segmented bag compartments. We don't have any Pokeballs, so let's go buy some. Probably need, like... we're probably going to be catching a couple of Pokemon, so... But 5 is a pretty solid number. Don't really need anything else right now. We're not in, like, massive danger. That said, you never know. So, back on Route 201, and... Bidoof! Bidoof is not a Pokemon we will be catching yet, but we will probably end up with one later on. They are quite cute. They were a bit of a meme back in the day, and I think for some people they still are. But Bidoof is actually, and Bibarel as well, are very solid members of a team because they can learn a lot of HM moves, so you can kind of just pile them onto them and just have them take up one slot rather than having each member of your party have to lose a move slot to a HM. But yeah, Bidoof's pretty cute. I actually kind of like him. Another Bidoof. Yeah, another thing is I'm pretty sure Bidoof and Bibarel are quite common in a lot of different routes, so I think what helped elevate them to kind of a joke status was the fact that they're really hard to get away from. And with that, I think we're gonna level up. Yes! Okay, nice. Getting a lot of points into special attack there, that's good. I'm probably gonna leave some, like, breaks in commentary every now and again just to let the music play, because the music in this game is superb. Starly! That's what we want! Nice. Okay. Yeah, the music in the game is superb. It's one of the things that Gen 4 does really, really well. I know people who just die hard hate Gen 4, particularly Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, and even some of them admit that the music is really nice. So, Starly and its evolution line fit quite nicely into a party. It's a pretty solid sort of early game Pokemon, and we will be using one permanently in our team, unless, of course, we find a shiny bird Pokemon, but, you know, not much chance of that happening. Nice. Because they are weak individually, they form groups. However, they bicker if the group grows too big. Yep, we will be nicknaming her. And we will be naming her Blanche, which in a lot of European languages means, like, white. And Starly has a little bit of white as, like, a key color on its design, but also mostly just because it's a nice name. When I was younger, I didn't actually like playing through Pokemon games with flying types on my team because I viewed them as kind of weak, but as I've grown older, I've gotten really, really big into birds. Like, I love pigeons, and I really like gulls and stuff. And, like, my favorite early game bird Pokemon is, like, Pidove. But yeah, nowadays I like to play through with at least one flying type, or, like, you know, one Pokemon that has flying in its type. Because they're just cute, and birds are cool. So let's take a look at Blanche. She's jolly, often dozes off, and likes sweet food. Keen eye, because of course. I think Starly can only have keen eye, but don't quote me on that, I might be wrong. You will be good for experience. I'm not sure when Laverna's gonna learn his first water attack, but I think it's pretty soon. Yeah, I'll do a little bit more grinding. Well, I say grinding, it's just fighting early game battles. Depending on your definition of grinding, of course. Like, I don't tend to mind grinding in Pokemon games. The only place where it becomes a bit troublesome is, like, if there's, like, a level curve, I suppose, like a big level jump, and, there's, like, nowhere to train that's, like, within a comparable level. Like, I'm having that problem in, I've been playing Pokemon Black as well, and, I'm right at the end of the game, just before you fight, the big bad. I won't say who it is, of course. But they have a very, 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 very strong, Dragon-type Pokemon on their team, and I don't... Even if I'm not playing a Nuzlocke, I don't like whiting out or anything, so, desperately trying to train up more, and, like, every day I'm going to, like, the big stadium and small court, and doing the rotation battle in Opalid City, like, the little battle house thing, but... like, some of my Pokemon are in the, like, the 60s, so that's comfortable territory for doing that fight. Some of them are still in, like, the low and mid 50s, and it's getting harder and harder to, like, train them up in a quick time. Also training up in that game, Larvesta and, Dino, which evolve at a very high level, which is a problem. So, we've hit level 8. Are we going to get a water-type move? Yes! Okay, bubble. Nice. I don't think there's going to be particularly anything that we're going to be super effective against for a little while. At least not until after, like, the next town. Well, like, there's Sandgem Town, then there's Jubilife Town, and then after that, it should come in very useful. But yeah, I will try not to ramble and talk about other Pokemon games while doing this, because I have a bad habit of rambling and going off on tangents. But yeah, this game, in general, my general opinion of it is that the music is very good. The designs of the Pokemon are very different to the past couple of generations, and that's not a bad thing. There are some really, really nice standout designs in this generation. There's very few which are just kind of meh, in my opinion, which is good. I'm actually having trouble I'm having trouble now. Trouble trying to think of a design that I'm not particularly keen on in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. But the world, the art in the world, like the colors tend to be very, very vibrant, which is nice. I prefer what they did with, like, they were definitely still finding their feet with this game. I think I prefer what they did in Heart Gold and Soul Silver with the color palette, but it's not... I don't personally find it unattractive in this game. And, like, the music tends to be quite poppy. Not, like, pop music, but, like, it tends to be quite upbeat. And that kind of fits with the general art of the world, in my opinion. Well, I want to say art style. I guess aesthetic is a better word to use, because, like, obviously Pokemon has a very unified art style throughout most of the games. And I mean, you can see, you know, promo art from Red, Blue, Yellow and promo art from Sun and Moon are completely different, but you can kind of see the art progression as they've gotten more and more artists, and those artists have developed their styles. But yeah, the aesthetic in this game is quite bright, but it's definitely really nice in some areas. So I find it personally quite convenient early on to level up your early Pokemon as much as possible. That's my personal opinion, and I don't mind grinding in Pokemon games. I don't mind grinding in most games. I'm kind of weird like that. I know for a lot of people, if you have to grind in a game, it's really bad, and trust me, you have to grind a lot in this game, especially later on. Like, post the 7th gym, I want to say. Like, the 8th gym isn't too bad, but around that time is when you really want to start ramping up, like, and not avoiding doing battles. I don't avoid fighting trainers generally, but, you know, use repels, run away from wild battles, but there's, if I remember rightly, there's quite a big level curve at the end. And as said in the last part, I haven't played this game in quite a while. Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum are the Pokemon games I've probably played the least, other than Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, because they just came out. Well, you know, they've been out for a little while now, but they are the most recent thing we have. But yeah, I'm weird and actually kind of enjoy grinding. It's a nice time to just kind of listen to the music, or listen to, like, a podcast or something, and just kind of zone out. And I think I mentioned it before, that, if I didn't mention it before, then I'm mentioning it here now. If it does get to a point where there's quite a big level curve or something, and I'm having trouble, I might speed through grinding. Either I'll record it and, like, just speed through it with, like, some montage music or something, or I'll do it off screen, because my girlfriend, fiance, drives me around because I can't actually drive due to I have a sight condition, and also I'm really dyslexic, and left and right's not great when you're trying to drive. But yeah, so I get a lot of downtime where I can just sit in the car and just play Pokemon games, or play Pokemon Go sometimes, which is a Pokemon game, it is a very different type of Pokemon game. So that would be a great point to just turn off my brain and just grind. Despite not playing this game as much as other games, because I played Gen 3 to death. I played Gen 3 just over and over and over again when I was a kid. and then this came out, and it was good, and then Heart Gold Soul Silver came out, and I just played that over and over again because Gen 2 is my favorite generation, and it was like a really, really, really good, polished, great remake, and I am one of those people who will just sing praise to high heaven about Heart Gold and Soul Silver. But yeah, even though I haven't replayed these ones, I suppose, as much, I did play Pokemon Diamond particularly a lot, and like, I don't know how to describe this, but when you're like a kid, you kind of like, I felt kind of like, you don't really become aware of what, like, most of my memories are from after this game came out. Like, most of the stuff before then is just kind of like a haze of childhood. So I have a lot of memories of this game and like trading with people over the internet and talking to people on the internet about this game. And before it came out, I was like, just before it came out, I was following it super closely and keeping up with all the like new Pokemon that were coming out, being announced, all the new features and stuff, and like relaying it to my friends at school, because that's what we did back then. I was like one of the only kids who had like unlimited computer access, so I was just like, guys, did you hear about this? But yeah, back then, this game was kind of like the first Pokemon game that I got that I had like a massive, like, completely unrestricted use of the internet, so I just talked to people about it on forums and stuff, and yeah. So, Route 202. And Dawn is, I believe, going to give us the catching tutorial now? Which... oh no, we've got to go talk to our mom. Okay. It kind of sucks that you can't skip the catching tutorial, like you could in Gen 1 and 2. But, oh well. Pokemon does have kind of a problem with unskippable tutorials, and it'd be nice if they were optional, but what can you do? Are you and your Pokemon healthy? Take a quick rest. What is it? Wow, Professor Rowan asked you to do something that big? Okay, go for it. Your mom's got your back. Oh, I know. I've got something useful. So, the journal is really good if you put this game down for, like, a couple of weeks, and then you pick it up and you're like, what on earth am I doing? It will be like, this is the last couple of things you did, this is the last couple of Pokemon you caught, kind of thing, so it's a good little reminder. I think this is, like, the only Pokemon game that has anything like that, and, I don't know why. It's kind of a good feature, in my opinion. Excuse me, is my little Barry here? Oh, no, he's not. Oh, then he must have left already. What to do? That boy shouted about going on an adventure, and then he bolted. He's so headstrong and reckless. I at least wanted him to take this. Yeah, I guess I'll deliver it to him. Please, take this to Barry for me. And it's the parcel. Enjoy your adventure. Let me think. Knowing my boy, he probably would have headed straight to Jubilife City. So, there's our incentive to head to the next town. Well, after Sandgem Town. We, still have to go through Dawn and, I believe, the catching tutorial. Okay, so level 4, that's useful. I think Starlight actually gets its first, like, proper flying type move Wing attack. Fairly soon. Like, it's not too far away in terms of levels. I think it gets it before level 10, which is really useful. There is a bug type on this route, which I would like to catch. I think it's this route, maybe this route or next route. But I think you can only catch it in the, like, either in the morning or in the nighttime. And we are currently playing at, like, 3 PM, so we ain't gonna find it. So this is Dawn's catching tutorial, where she's just gonna weaken it a little bit and then catch it and show us how to catch Pokemon, even though we have 2 Pokemon already, but it's fine. It'd be nice if the game could, like, check for that. Or games in future. I don't hold much faith that, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee aren't going to be, like, super hand-holdy. And that's not a bad thing. They are aimed at both the younger generation and people who haven't played Pokemon in many, many, many years. So, I guess some tutorials are going to be necessary, but, you know. Maybe in the Gen 8 game, it'll be a little bit lighter on the tutorials at least will be skippable in some capacity. 5 Pokeballs, or 5 more Pokeballs, because we did buy some. So we will be seeing Dawn again a bit later. Now time to tackle this route. And it's a bit of... Now I don't think there's any other Pokemon on this route that we haven't seen other than that one bug type I mentioned. Or potentially that one bug type I mentioned. I am mostly going off memory right now. And this isn't a, like, super long route or anything, it's quite small. Actually, no, maybe you can find Shinx here, I think. It's either this route or the next one where you can get Shinx. Which is a very, very good Pokemon in this game. It's electric type and quite useful. And let's do our first trainer, who isn't our rival. Wait, yes, I think this is the first trainer who isn't our rival. I don't think there are any trainers on the other route. Anyway, youngster Tristan uses a Starly. And, yeah, let's just, switch Blanche out. Blanche? I'm not 100% sure. I think the pronunciation changes depending on where you live. So I'll have to clarify that at some point. Just so I don't get it wrong and upset anyone whose name is Blanche or Blanche. So, completely unexpectedly not doing very well here because I got really distracted. As I am prone to do. Oh, that's really not good. Okay, well, thankfully we have a few potions. Yeah, that's just me being a buffoon and not realizing that Laverne was on low health. Despite playing these games for many, many years, I don't consider myself good at the Pokemon games. I'm good at shiny hunting on the Pokemon games. Oh, quick attack, nice. Maybe it doesn't learn wing attack until after level 10. Oh, double level up, nice. Very useful. The next town doesn't have a gym in it or anything, but getting in some levels here is not a bad idea. I don't want to fight you until I've healed up. Okay. I'm a little conscious of time, because I think we're hitting about half an hour, so do this fight, and then we can tackle Route 202 next time. Just get that heal in. But yeah, thank you very much for watching the second part. I'm still kind of finding my feet with this. I've never done a series like this before. I'm used to just recording myself drawing, which is a very different type of video. I'll try to keep these interesting. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, and next time we will tackle Route 202 and probably a little bit of Jubilife City.